Welcome back. You're watching Morning Live. Now time to bring you something that'll put a smile onto your face, because anybody that's been through high school here in South Africa knows this play well. The much anticipated South African adaptation of Romeo and Juliet, the classic Shakespearean play, is currently underway at Makhoba Sebothoma Community Hall in Hammanskraal. They're actually going to get it all underway with their opening production midday today. The musical is titled Rorisang and Julie, and it's the tale of a township love tragedy set in modern-time Hammanskraal and reflects challenges faced by today's youth in South Africa. Audiences can expect to be entertained by 30 first-time stage performers from the Dare to Dream Foundation. Here to tell us a little bit more is the founder of Dare to Dream, Paul Modjadji, as well as Tshepiso, Moeketsi and Victoria Madoha, who play Rorisang and Julie. Welcome to all of you. Thank you for being here on Morning Live. Paul, I'm going to start with you because, of course, this is your production. This was your brainchild. Why adapt Romeo and Juliet, and how does it lend itself to a South African context?
Thank you so much for having us, Belen. It's so always exciting to be back in Morning Live. I think more than anything, one was really interested to bring theatre back to the township. I think because, we live in communities where, theatre and the power of the arts have really sort of not really been entrenched into our community. So that was really our first aim. And then we thought about telling a story that many people identified with. As you said, I think if you've been through high school or you are in high school, Romeo and Juliet will form part of your syllabus. So we wanted to bring it home, encourage young people to really look at this Shakespearean story, not with a bit of a challenging eye, but with excitement. So we added a bit of a modern twist. We really brought it to modern day time to really just, make it hip, make it exciting, make it really relevant to today's young people. So more than anything, that is our key target market, the young people of today.
All right, and I'm sure that anybody that is wanting to actually get a little one step ahead of the syllabus, they should actually come and actually watch this. There's a lot of first-time performers. You're playing Julie. Are you also a first-time performer, Victoria?
Yes.
So tell us how long it took you to actually prepare for this and how you're feeling ahead of the opening show.
We've been doing this for 2 years, so I guess it took the whole 2 years to prepare me. And I'm nervous for the first show, but I'm really looking forward to it because it's been a long time coming, and yeah, I'm really happy to find out what I can really do on stage. Maybe I'll surprise myself.
Absolutely, and I think that that's something as well. As a performer, you always trying to dig into the deep soul of yourself to bring out something new. Is that something that you're also expecting to bring out, Tshepiso? And, tell us a little bit about the journey that you've been on to really, capture this character, Rorisang.
Okay. I think definitely every performance is a push from your previous, as Paul likes to teach very well, that they always remember your last performance. So you have to push yourself more and more, with every performance. And quite challenging task, I must say, the process of Rorisang, because as one-sided as initially you might think he is, he's not, There's a lot of dynamic in the character. There's a lot of issues that he has to subtext, sometimes even project, in his lines and in his acting. There's stature that, some of us walk slouched. Sometimes you have to be perked up as, things that you don't commonly do. And you realize that they play a major role in how people see you. So now Rorisang needs to be that person who can, people can see him as, the Rorisang, the Romeo, of course. So it was interestingly challenging but fun.
Paul, have you kept some of those really classic lines, from Romeo and Juliet, like a rose by any other name would smell as sweet? Have you kept those lines?
Absolutely. Okay. Absolutely. Our Romeo, Juliet, wherefore art thou, So we've absolutely kept a lot of it just to bring it back to the storyline, and also in the staging as well. You'll see a lot of subtext, similarities, like the balcony scene is pretty much still kept there. Okay. So we really tried to really reference a lot of the stuff from the book.
All right, so now I saw some visuals on screen of people dancing. Have we got music incorporated into the play as well? Some hip-hop dancing?
Of course, we have lots of dancing, lots of music, and what we've really, which is one of the things that I absolutely love, is that we've brought today's music, so it's really current music from all genres, from hip-hop to soul to R&B. So if you're a music lover, this is really the show to really come watch.
Okay, so how long is it going to be running for?
We're running for 3 days now for this season because it's our first season. So we're sort of hot off the stove, you know. And we're hoping next year, because I mean the reception they said tickets are already selling out. So we are really hoping that next year we'll have a longer season.
All right, and 2 years to prepare this. Yeah. Why did it take so long?
Training, because one of the things that I was particularly very sort of passionate about was to ensure that we give young people that would never otherwise have the opportunity to really showcase what they could do. So of course going in line with that would mean ensuring that they're well capacitated, that they have the training, the foundation, they understand what that medium actually entails. And I think as they were saying now, even after 2 years, you're never really fully done. We are still training even now. So people must kind of like, you know, bear with us. We're excited. We are ready to showcase what we have to offer, but it's still a long journey. It's not a destination you arrive at as quickly as that.
Victoria, what actually got you interested in, you know, being part of theatre?
Well, I was just the girl who liked singing. So I went there, I wanted to sing, and then, you know, you're one of those people that like to dance, but you really can't dance. But
that sounds like me. I get a part. I may not be able to dance, but I like to dance and sing.
So yeah, I went there because I really love dancing, even though I really can't. But yeah, I wanted a new experience. You know, they're doing a musical. I've never done that before. I wanted to try acting, and now it's part of the things I love, the same as singing, the thing that got me there in the first place.
Tshepiso, have you found that you've learned some life skills through going through this process of 2 years working with, you know, people that are all learning the same arts as you?
Oh, definitely. One of the biggest life skills that I feel I've learned is time management. Still learning, still a little fight about that one. You know, respect. You know, commonly working with such a huge cast, there's no way you can get anywhere without respecting each other. You know, those are the fundamental principles that we learn from it. Communication. It gets messy, it gets busy, you know, and you have to articulate yourself well, much like when you're acting, you know, to make sure messages are portrayed well, information is passed on well, you know, and tons others that, you know, I could give you a list that just goes on and on.
These two individuals sitting in front of me, I mean, they got your main characters, which is always the one that people are auditioning for. How did you choose Victoria and Tshepiso to actually get these roles?
It's very interesting because in a way Tshepiso inspired the musical, because here was a kid that at church would be singing and dancing and doing all of these things but never really showcased. So he really inspired the genre of the production, because it could have been a drama, it could have been a danceicle, and we decided to go with a musical to really showcase the fact that he was a triple threat. And Julie and our Juliet over here was a long time coming. We actually had our original Juliet, and she was a friend of Juliet in the musical, and over a year she grew so immensely that she really pretty much earned that role.
Yeah.
My goodness. Okay, so I know that this is going to be targeted towards young people. You want young people to come and actually watch the play. How much do the tickets cost?
The ticket cost, right now we're looking at about 30 rands for 2 tickets, right? So it's about 15 rands to actually come in.
My goodness.
So it's really, we're hoping parents will come too. So it's a family show. It's not just restricted to the children, because we need to educate the parents so they can support their kids going into the art.
All right, now Hammanskraal is very small. I hope you're going to be taking this to other parts of South Africa.
Absolutely, and we cannot wait.
Yeah.
National tour, here we come.
Beautiful. Thank you guys so much. Good luck, Tshepiso. Good luck, Victoria, for the opening show today. And Paul, of course. Good luck to you and to your cast. And congratulations on all that you've done with them over the last 2 years. There was Paul Modjadji, who's founder of the Dare to Dream Foundation, as well as actors and performers Tshepiso Moeketsi and Victoria Madoha, who play Rorisang and Julie, respectively. Talking to us here on Morning Live about the musical Rorisang and Julie, a South African adaptation of Romeo and Juliet, which is going to get underway at the Makhoba Sebothoma Community Hall until this Friday, the 12th of December. All right, stay with Morning Live. We've got more for you after this.